Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Helzie here from SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Today I am playing with two annual catalogue sets. So I'm playing with The Biggest Wish and All Things Fabulous. Love this. And then I also quite like the sentiments from this one, so it works quite nice and quite well together. So this is the card we're going to be making. And I should say before we start that everything we use today is available from my store, SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Right, let's get started. First of all, you're going to need your stamps. So I have used this one here, and this one here, because it is a 3-layer stamp. And then I have used both of these leaf pieces. Okay. Over on this one, I have just grabbed the word friend. You're going to need a piece of base cardstock that is 10.5 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres, and that forms your base bit. You're also going to want some scrap basic white. So I've got lots of little pieces just to the side of me that have all got little corners in that I can pop these flowers and get them cut out. All right, and then you're going to need your actual card base as well. So let's get started. First of all, you want to take your larger stamp. So let me just grab my stamp sets again and I'll show you which one you want first. So you want this one first, and you're going to want to stamp that in your lightest colour. So the colours that I have chosen are Blushing Bride, Flirty Flamingo and Melon Mambo. I have Garden Green for the leaf pieces. Okay. We don't want to stamp on that piece, we want to stamp on this piece. So you want to take the lightest colour, Blushing Bride, ink it up and stamp it down. Dead simple, dead easy. Okay. The slightly trickier bit is when you get to the next piece. So that's this one here, because they go in a line. And you want your slightly darker colour, so I've gone with Flirty Flamingo. And what you want to do is you want to ink it up, and then you want to line it up. Now, you might see my head in a second because I need to roughly be where you are to work out how to line it up. But what you want to do is this bit here on the stamp to me looks like a smile, and you actually have it also on this stamp. So it makes it really easy then to coordinate the two, line them up nicely and stamp them down. So you've still got that smile. Okay. The next piece, again, you do have the smile on that piece. So I would use that to line it up, and you want your really dark colour now, so your Melon Mambo. Ink it up and stamp it down. So again, you might see my head. I don't know whether you can or can't in the shot where it is. I would just try and line it up like that. And there is your flower all built and done. And doesn't it look 3D and gorgeous? Well, what I've already done before this video is I stamped a load of them and I die cut them out already. Okay, so you need 4 for this card. And then with the leaves, you want to stamp both this one and this one, and you want them just a couple of times each. So that one once and that one once. Run them through the die cut machine, and there we go, because there are coordinating dies with the All Things Fabulous set. Okay, once you've got that, I'm not going to put my lid on this actually because you still need the Garden Green. So once you've got that, you want to use the friend. Now I use this on my Stamper Artist purely because I stamped it twice to get a really deep imprint in it. All right, I've just noticed actually there's a bit of fluff that's stuck onto that while I wasn't paying attention. So let me just grab my chamois and get that off, otherwise it's going to mark my card. There we go. Right. So your card base, sorry, not the tent fold card, the actual just the single base that goes on the top of that. Your layer. Pop that in. And let me just check if that's split. Yeah, so I put it so it was just in the middle of the card. Okay, ink it up, I use my Mento Tuxedo Black, but really up to you which colour you want to use. Can you tell that my desk's a bit crowded today? This is my 5th or 6th film today, and I haven't cleaned up in between sessions. Shh, naughty. That normally really annoys me actually. I normally try and clean up after each card because I'm a bit OCD, but today I just need to bash out a few videos because I've got a few things coming up on the next few weekends, and weekends are the only time I really get to do my videos. So I thought to myself, I've got to get them done today. Let's just go, go, go. Oh, it doesn't need a second go. That one needed a second go, but I must have stamped that a bit more cleaner. There you go. Isn't that lovely, just the block lettering? But the important thing about having the Stamparatus was if it did need a second go, I had the Stamparatus there and could have done it. So what I next did with my garden green and my 2 leaves was I worked out where I wanted to put the flowers. So sort of one there, one there, one there, and one sort of like there. And then I worked out where I wanted the leaves to be behind it. So some of these leaves are on the first layer and some of them are matte on the cardstock, and that one there has got matte and on the first layer. Okay, so work out where you want them, move the flower and stamp it down. Okay. Again, work out where you want it, move the flowers, stamp it down. And that's sort of about it for the bottom layer. Okay, before you start putting these on, you want to pop your flowers on. So you need some dimensionals and you want your Stampin' Seal. Okay, so 2 of these have just been adhered directly onto the card and these 2 have been popped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere, I did one first of all and then did the other side. I got my I actually got my colours in the wrong order. I forgot that one should have been Flirty Flamingo and went straight onto it with the Melon Mambo, so it didn't look quite right. So you're just going to stick that there. That one's going to go there. So work out where you want your next one to go. And I'm only putting 1 line of tape on here, and you can see I'm putting it towards the middle so that if I want to feed anything underneath it, I can. Okay, so just going to sort of put that there like that. And then in the same vein, I'm putting the dimensionals in the middle of the flower. And popping it up. Okay, so that those 2 are on a completely different level than the others. And finally, with my greenery, I'm just putting a strip of Stampin' Seal, just sort of there on the stem. And then I'm feeding that underneath these and sticking it down. Okay, and you can pop them with it whichever way, it just helps build it all up. And I haven't stuck that very well, have I? Because it's moving. Okay, before I adhere this to the base of the card, what I'm going to do is grab some scrap grid paper, pop this on there, and I'm going to bring in my blending brush and my Flirty Flamingo. So that was the middle colour. Okay, I'm going to add the colour to the blending brush, bring it from the paper onto the cardstock just around the edges. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around each edge, and I'm completely ignoring the fact that I have got these popped up. I'm not trying to avoid them. I'm going straight over them and making sure that they're part of the shading as well. So the edges of the flowers will get the shading as well, so that they don't sit like bright white off the paper. I'll show you what I mean when I put it up when it's all done. Okay, let's pop a bit more over that side to really get the colour popping. There we go. So what I mean is once you've die cut the edges of these flowers, you have a white frame around the edge. If you had that white frame on top of the pink, it would really pop out as being white. So by me including this in the brushing, it's took it down to the colour of the base, so it's not really obvious and just looks quite subtle. Okay, so now I'm just going to grab my card back in, which is just at the back of my desk on my pin board. And I'm just going to bring in my scoring tool and score that in half. So I automatically have them all cut in half at the back, and then I just score them when I need the project. So score at 10.5 centimetres is halfway. Fold and burnish. And then this should fit on there smoothly like that. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some adhesive on the back, layer that up on the card, and there we go. To finish off this project, I'm bringing in my Take a Pick tool. I'm bringing in the brushed brass butterflies, and I'm just popping a couple of these around the flowers. And also, oh, I was going to get the classic matte dots, so actually you could use the classic matte dots, or we have some black matte dots that are completely separate to this. They're these ones, and they're bigger and rounder, and they're actually what I used on this project, but you could use whichever one you've got. And I just popped a couple of these onto the card as well, just to create some more sort of, you know me, I get happy if there's bits of black on, and I know there was the black in Friend, but I just thought I needed just a tad bit more. So there's the card. Everything I've used today is available from SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. If you like it, please let me know below. Do give me a thumbs up, and I will see you all again soon. Bye everyone. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me, and have a lovely day.